Namaste. Namaste to the guys, to the goddesses, man. It's been a minute since I spoke on anything metaphysical. Just kind of been cultivating, exploring. Of course, shadow working in the darkness. And that's kind of what I wanted to talk about. How important darkness is into your evolution. I realized the more I surrendered into darkness, it showed me my true powers. Of course, we were born into darkness, in a dark womb, and we came out, right, into the light. And we learned a different way of breathing and living within this new realm that we was in. And in this same way, anytime we experience darkness, demons, darkness within other people, we come into this new aura, this new energy. This new energy of light, of where we can be like harmonious, where we can be on the same wavelength as source. And how did we get there? I mean, all heroes must go on a journey, right? And I feel light really has nothing to teach us. We are here in this lifetime to resolve our darkness, to resolve our karmas that will eventually refine them into light. Because being incarnated into this lifetime, there's a lot of karmic debt, a lot of karmic filth that needs to be resolved. I mean, you think like, when we're born as children, we're innocent. We may appear innocent for the first 5, 6, 7 years of our life, but underneath all that, you know what I mean, cuteness is really that black hole of everybody's karmas. And until we shadow work with it, until we finally face it, we'll just continue to seek comfort and pleasure. And of course, like, comfort, pleasures, desires, they feel good, right? They make the ego feel safe. You know what I mean? If you know anything about Vedic, you just keep feeding Rahu and Rahu until it gets tired, until it's overindulged and exhausted that desire and pleasure, or it doesn't see the worth of it anymore. So where am I going with this? This is a lot of us. Lifetime through lifetime, facing and enduring the same darkness, the same karmas. It's like we don't know how to get to point A to point B. And until you face what you've been always running from, and face your darkness and not avoid these demons that exist within us. Demons, darkness, karmas, whatever you want to call it. Like, once we can like look into it and Really, enlightenment is nothingness. So if you can have no reaction to it, then you're exhausting and burning karmas. I feel also too like we're not here to seek light. Not at all. Like through this life journey, everything is taught from darkness into light. Everything, like, just think about it. If you were fed with a silver spoon, right? And you were just surrounded by comfort, luxury, and light, you wouldn't really grow much. In that darkness, in the dojo, when we train, is when these cities, these virtues start to blossom within us. Right? Because I'm sure you heard the phrase before, right? Diamonds are made under pressure, right? It's almost like there's this unresolved darkness within us, right? Unresolved karmas. But there's always a polarity to that. There's always polarity in this universe. And once you confront one side of it, the other side reveals its gift to you, its virtue. I feel like if you just keep chasing light, staying in your comfort with light, guess what? Too much light can blind you from what you really came here to do in this lifetime. Was to shadow work? Was to clear that karmic debt within you? I mean, if you think about it, it's almost like we live in a world where it's actually taboo to face that darkness. You know, it's like it's taboo to be out here, right? At midnight, right? It's taboo to take plant medicine, take ayahuasca. It's taboo to want to be vegan, right? Anything that's taboo is actually worth trying to find out. Because there's one path where everybody goes to, right? And when they're on that path, guess what happens? We get this like sheep mentality, right? And you can say like they all have this sheep-like beehive mind. They all think the same, indoctrinated with certain philosophies. But it's only sometimes when you go to the taboo. Everything that they deem as evil, right? Everything that they demonize, once you go searching for that darkness, that weirdness, guess what happens? You actually find the treasure on the other side of it. You know that pathway that nobody wants to go to because it's undiscovered, it's rough, it's rocky, it's unsafe. But that one person that makes that discovery, right, and goes down that path, sometimes they get rewarded, right? And there's a reason why, like, things are hidden from us. There's a reason why like there's mystery. And I feel it's because it's only meant for a wise one to discover. Everything that's already been found, been tested, deemed safe, right? Guess what? You're not going to really learn anything new from that. But if right now I try to discover something that's never been found before, right? I go down somewhere really dark. There's a probable chance of me discovering a treasure or me dying, right? And also too, like, me dying is also a treasure. So, like, what did my darknesses teach me? Well, for one, and how did they destroy me, right? How did they destroy me? Let's start off with the acne scars, right? I don't know if you can get a good view on that, but they destroyed me, right? I lived on the internet for a good portion of the years, not going out, right? But it wasn't until like I actually tried to research organic beauty products and started to eat better and started to meditate, started to actually go out and get some sun. Even got my teeth fixed, right? I had to study that darkness. And then it actually kind of like refined me into light. And I started like talking to women, dating women again. But it was a fear of mine, right? But in the darkness, I'm figuring out how to resolve it, how to modify it, how to conquer it. Now I feel beautiful. Now I feel like I have confidence. Another darkness. It's actually darkness itself. Let's go back there. Come on, Smokey. It was darkness itself, though, that I was scared of. And being around, like, the ghetto, right? Walking around at 2 a.m. or even hiking, right? In complete darkness, right? It was scary at first. I thought something was gonna attack me. I thought somebody was gonna come. I thought it was animals in the forest that was gonna attack me, or in the hood, I thought it was like a gang member that was gonna attack me, rob me, right? But honestly, I found my serenity in the darkness. Actually, it's quite peaceful in the darkness. And the thing, I kind of just bridged the gap with my higher self and my lower nature. And when I was in tune to my higher self, I always felt safe. Now I'm okay with the dark. Now I love meditating in the dark, right? What was another fear? Another fear. Heights, too. I used to have this weird feeling. Like, when I would be somewhere high. We had 14 minutes, but I'll be somewhere high as shit. On top of a cliff. Maybe like on the bleachers and looking down, my body would shake, right? But years later, you know what I mean, I started hiking on some steep cliffs. I started, ooh, see that orb? See that spirit guy? But anyways, I started like jumping off 70-foot waterfalls, and now I'm probably gonna go skydiving next month with a friend, right? But I had to test it out. I had to challenge myself in that darkness. And what I realized is that there was a transformational thing happening within my biology. Like, but you can see it on the physical form, but internally, when I felt these subtle vibrations, when I would just let myself be in darkness, there was a genetic mutation happening within my body. Karmas were being exhausted and burned, right? I didn't run away from it. I didn't try to change the thought. I didn't go jack off to some porn. I didn't go eat some pizza, whatever, right? I faced it. I sat with it, right? I observed this mutation happening that was transforming old karmas, right, into a new genetic structure. And I had to embrace darkness. Because that's what darkness does. It transforms you. And what I also learned too is within light, it could teach you. You can read like a spiritual, sacred scriptures or text. You can get wisdom from a guru, right? You can go meditate by a waterfall. But here's the thing though, it doesn't register quite like how darkness teaches you. Like literally, you might be with a toxic mate, they could have beat you up. You got stuck in a hospital because of an accident, right? Because you kept doing the same toxic negative patterns, right? And it was only till it destroyed you, till it humbled you, right? Then you saw what the life lesson was. It was much more greater than something read in a book, something spoken to you from a friend. That's why I say life is the greatest teacher. So think about it though. If we're all running away from pain and seeking pleasure, what do we get from that? You just get more desires. You just get more time wasted, right, from your true goal. And that's exhausting karmas and learning life lessons in this lifetime. Like the more you run from your path, the longer it takes. But ultimately, all paths lead to enlightenment. Now they might be enduring the same bullshit karmas for next 10 lifetimes, right? And that's okay, that's just where they're at. But there are some of us who come across guides that will give you wisdom, right? And guide you back into what you've been running away from. And it builds character for one, But always remember, like, on the other side of weakness reveals your strengths. Or in yogic terms, through your shadows reveals your cities, right? I'll give you a few examples of me facing my darkness and me reaping the benefits of what it was to feel back into my true power. But I had to test myself, right? I had to go to that dojo and train. I had to sit with myself. I had to actually listen to people when they would say it was like doing this wrong or complaining about a certain habit I had. Because really, like, your ancestors speak through other people, through other vessels to help you. All you got to do is just listen. And if you're listening right now, like myself and others, we have these unresolved demons and darknesses that awaits self-discovery, that awaits true acceptance and forgiveness. And then we find the true meaning of life. And that's, we were always beings of love and light. So I just want to end it with that. I hope you gain something from that. I'm gonna try to come out with more videos of everything I learned in the past year. But auspicious blessings, much light to you in the darkness right now. And may you defeat whatever's been bugging you, whatever's been haunting you, right? May you defeat it with harmony, with bravery, with fire. And whatever reveals itself afterwards, shall remain a mystery. Namaste.